May not be where I wanna, by grace I'm getting closer. Tell my problems he's Jehovah. I'm just grateful it ain't over, he's still working on me.
I've got no complaints, no, no. You supply my every need, even if not in my time. One thing's for sure, I got every reason to be grateful. 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 I got every reason to be
grateful. He's been so good, so I'm 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 grateful. So divine, yo, his mercy so divine. Looking back, I could have lost it, but I'm fine. Even if it doesn't happen in my time, I know he's always on time. So I'm boasting in my rhymes. I give all of me when I do this. He alone deserves it, and I got a testimony. So I turn up when I worship. We gon' turn up with this worship. Oh, because he did it. And even if he doesn't, I'm still grateful for my winnings. Tell him
I've got no complaints, no, no.
You supply my every need. In some tender words. I got every reason to be grateful. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to DGMT on a random Saturday. It is 2:34 on this fifth day of August 2023. Coming to you live from our studios here at number 14 Warwick Street, Glory 93.9 FM. For those who are locked in via TuneIn Radio and those locked in on Facebook, welcome to the show. I know what you're thinking. Where you just come from? Like where you just come from on this random Saturday at 2:30? You just show up and be like, "Hey, we having a show." Yes, that's what I did. And so for those who are listening via the radio, I encourage you to go join us on Facebook. Facebook.com/Glory Powered by Life is the URL. You can also look us up on YouTube at Glory 93.9 FM. And those who are already on, I encourage you to share it. Share it. I know it's going to be a little rough for this morning. I mean this afternoon because I don't think anybody expected me to come on. That's so, I think it's going to be a little rough for the first couple minutes. But I ain't going to be too long though. It's just this is a quick, as you can see the title says, just a taste. Just a taste is what the link says. So I'm going to share it. I'm going to go ahead on my phone right now. I'm going to share the link out for people to come in. I encourage you to do the same thing. I'm going to go ahead. Listen to the music as I find the link. I'm going to sing along with it. Grateful. I got every reason to be grateful. I got every reason to be grateful. Sounds in the background is that of E-Man, featuring Siobhan Green. Oh, I'm grateful. He's been so good. Grateful. He's been so good. Grateful. He's been
so divine. Yo, his mercy so divine. Looking back, I could have lost it, but I'm fine. Even if it doesn't happen in my time, I know he's always on time. So I'm boasting in my rhymes. I give all of me when I do this. He alone deserves it, and I got a testimony. So I turn up when I worship. We gon' turn up with this worship. Oh, because he did it. And even
all right, there you go. I'm on the screen. For those on Facebook. That's my Facebook viewers, like leaving one by one. I like that. It's like anybody here. All right, so we leave it. All right, so my radio listeners say they here. All right, so hey, good afternoon to you. Like I said, just a quick powwow. A quick powwow. Had to come in today. Really, why am I here? I'm here to announce that we come back to our show next week. That's really why I'm here. I'm here to announce that next week we're gonna be back on layout. Next week, Vera's gonna be back to get the show back up and rolling. She was on our vacation / family reunion / get away from the Bahamas tour. For those that are familiar with the show, you know it's usually me, myself, along with Vera Aqua Wilson, and we are, as we have coined ourselves, as millennials that are not so millennials, that usually opine opinionated opinions about this random topics, stuff that concern you, stuff that concern the church, stuff that concern the wider community at large. And today I am so excited that I have a co-host who has joined me. We tried to have this little situation together since Vera left, which would have been now some 6-7 weeks ago. Some 6-7 weeks ago, I had big plans for the future. I was like, I'm gonna bring in some guests. I'm gonna have some co-hosts with me to help me ride out the storm while Vera's off in Ghana and off in the UK having a whale of a time. I was like, I'm gonna bring in some guests just to help me out. Since then, 0 guests, 0 shows. But however, today we have been blessed. So I want y'all to put your hands together. I want y'all to welcome to the stage. Coming in stage left or stage right. I ain't sure which one's coming into. I want y'all to put your hands together for the one, the only, Janelle Longley, everybody. Janelle Longley is here. Is it this one? Is it this one? Which one is this? This one, yeah?
No.
I ain't sure.
No, just don't play any of them.
There you go. So Janelle Longley is coming here to join me on today, and we are so excited that she took time out of her busy schedule
Wow, don't make it feel awkward at all.
to
It's not awkward
to
at all.
grace us with her presence. And so we are so excited to have her here on today. Say hi to the people, Janelle.
Hi guys, I'm sorry I'm not Vera. Just here, just taking up some space until she gets back. Sorry, it was supposed to happen a long time ago, but schedules got very busy. But we're here. We made it to the table.
It was scheduled. We can say schedules. All right, we can call it schedules right now.
Who's on schedule? Wow. Okay.
We're gonna say schedules for right
All
now, and we're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it like that. So we can say schedules got busy. I was gonna say like one Saturday I actually was here sitting down at the studio, and I was just waiting.
Well, Delton, sometimes things happen, and we're not gonna have this conversation on the radio.
Hi, Vanessa. Vanessa says hi.
Hi, Vanessa. How are you? I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
with
So
you yet.
so I was here at the studio actually waiting for Janelle one day.
Come on. Come on.
Maybe
Come
about 2
on.
Saturdays ago. We won't say when though. But anyway, so we thank God for grace.
Amen.
Thank God that he's not like man.
Ah.
And so today we are here. I'm only here for a short time, but
Oh.
I wanted to come on. I wanted to get folks used to seeing the live button again, used to seeing DGMT being back on the air. Next week we are excited because one of our very own viewers is going to be back.
Woo, woo,
Now I
woo,
don't
woo.
know if Janelle's going to come back or when Vera comes back.
I feel like Vera should have that show reserved for her so that she can get back in tune with her fans and talk about the trip, which I think is going to be an amazing show. And I don't mind being in the comment section.
Yeah, but you're not going
love
to be in the comment section. though.
I'll have so much fun in the comment section, cheering you guys on. Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's what
anyway,
I'm gonna be.
so we can see if we can get Janelle to come back to be a part of the show. I know on next week when Vera comes back, I know we have to do a recap of her trips. I've seen some videos online. She did like some little reels of her and along with Princess, another DGMTer, they were in Ghana, Africa. I know there's not a Ghana around the world, but they were in Ghana, Africa. And so I'm looking forward to this recap
Having a
video.
whale of a time.
A whale, a
Big
complete
fun.
big fun
Having big
interaction.
fun.
Big fun of interaction they were having. And so we look forward to this recap video, and it's going to be exciting. But I said, a cut and not robbery, that on today, we got to have a show. Because there's so much that we have missed over the past 7 weeks. And we cannot get through all with just me and Vera, so we can tackle some today. Now, Vera gave us strict instructions. She says we cannot play the theme song.
And I support that. I'm fine.
Vera said today
Fine.
we cannot play DGMT, Good Morning, Sip That Tea, because she's not here. And so we have strict instructions. Just talk about the show and get off there. She's like, just come on, give a few words of encouragement, talk to the saints, and then leave. And it's fine. Hey, Shauna. Shauna is here. Good. Shauna says,
Hi,
morning, everyone.
Shauna.
Vanessa says something that is very important. I want to put it on the screen for everybody to see.
Happy birthday!
Vanessa says something that's very important. And Vanessa just wants to say happy belated birthday to Delton. That's me.
As she should.
2 thumbs who had a birthday on Wednesday.
Yay!
This guy.
Woo, 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 woo.
Who has 2 thumbs and not a birthday? This guy right here. But so going back, we got to send a birthday greetings to all of you that was celebrated During our time off from July now to August, our very own co-host today celebrated in that time as well.
Yeah.
Janelle celebrated. Our producer for one show, Deandra, celebrated during that time. Who else celebrated? A whole heap of
The
DGMTers.
Bahamas.
Background, the Bahamas turned whole 50. Since we've been gone, the Bahamas
man.
turned entirely 50. We were not here to celebrate with y'all, but luckily y'all had a wheel of a time.
Oh yeah.
Based upon the pictures, based upon my time on the fort, which was sort of hot and long, looked like everybody had a whale of a time for the celebrations of independence. So we said happy belated birthday to the Bahamas. That is now in its jubilee year, 50.
Yeah.
Is it 50 now, or was our jubilee year? That's what I don't understand. Is our jubilee year 49 into 50 or 50 into 51?
I think it's 50 to 50.
It's 50 into
It ain't
51.
50?
Or do you celebrate 49 going into 50, or do you celebrate from 50 into 51?
Oh boy.
When exactly is the Jubilee year? Anybody know? Y'all feel free to share us. Feel free to share us if y'all know, because I'm not quite sure. But right now we Jubilee. Right now we Jubileeing. Now, should you be celebrating from last year, and then the culmination be the 50th birthday? Or do you start celebrating on the 50th birthday? I don't know.
But don't we have like still little things that we're gonna be doing until like the end of the year?
I don't know, but I know we had at least 50 million things before before the actual July 10th.
Yeah.
So Vanessa says it's 50 to 51. Shauna also comes in and agree, says she thinks it's 50 to 51. So we can go 50 to 51 then. I mean, regardless, we can celebrate anyway. We can have a wheel of a time. That's one thing that we will do is celebrate. How did you like it? Were you out there on the fort? Did you go to the fort on July 10th? We're going backwards. We're going way back.
I did.
That's almost a month ago.
I
Jesus.
didn't stay long though. It was very hot.
You said it didn't stay long. How long?
No.
How long was long?
I probably was out there for like 30 minutes.
So you drove past? So what you saying is that you drove past the celebration?
Listen, okay, we're not gonna talk about the fact
So you
that
drove past the celebrations?
No,
Okay.
no, we're not gonna talk about the fact that the traffic was insane.
It was
to start
ridiculous.
with.
I am not gonna lie to
You
you.
had to park so far, and then you had to walk, and then I was actually going out there to see friends who had seats already reserved, and I couldn't even get to them.
So you just turn back around.
I stood up for a while because I got to see like a little bit of the drone show and then like the little segments where they had people narrating different Bahamian stories.
Mhm.
I got to like witness a little bit of that.
Okay.
And I was like, all right. So yeah.
We had to sing as a part of the ecumenical service. Now that's a whole other topic for another day because there was a lot of drama going around that. After the celebrations, because they was like, why the ecumenical service so long? What's really happening here? Why we get to pray all these different prayer? The church never organized. Why one person couldn't pray for everything? La la ray ray. They blamed the church for going over time, and so people had to get cut from the cultural show, which was a lie.
Oh boy.
But I say this is old news. I just vent right now.
This is what you didn't
This
get
happened.
to say this.
I didn't get to
week?
say this
So
week, and so
everything gotta
now
come
I'm here
out
now, and y'all can hear this now. But let me say, I was out there. The show started at 5 o'clock. I think we were out there from about a little before 4. And when we got there, police already had roads blocked already. So from 2 hours ahead of time, we had traffic. Now, luckily, I told them we had to perform for the church service, and they allow us to get through certain areas. So I was able to park in the back. And I sat in my car for almost 2 hours with the AC on. The minute I opened my door, it was like the sweat just reached.
Yep.
Sweat was like, oh, here we go.
Oh yeah, that was a different.
The heat out there was like different. I don't know
Different.
what happened out there, but it was different. When you got to the stage, it was different. It was even more different though, because the stage they used like this plastic bag to cover the whole stage. Like this
Yeah.
covering was plastic covering, so there was no air.
Oh boy.
I couldn't experience the show from an audience standpoint because I was in the back area.
Yeah.
I saw the planes fly over.
Yeah, that
Did
was
you catch
pretty
that?
cool. No,
You
I
didn't catch
saw
that.
it on
At that time,
video.
you was home.
Yeah.
So you
Wow,
didn't see that part.
you know.
So the
you know.
defense force had 2 planes fly over, which was very. It was exciting because one, they were very very close to the audience. I ain't gonna lie to you. When they flew past, one of the stage hands was a former defense force officer. I was like, sir, You can talk to them and tell them, like y'all is dry boat. Y'all don't do plane. Y'all are too close to the. I don't know. They were like literally. I almost felt like I could have threw something. I hit the plane. That's how low they were to the field.
Oh yeah.
So they came through, and I think what it was for me was the excitement of the audience. So like it was like, oh, y'all really like this? Because in my mind, I was
Yeah?
like, this is.
This is.
I was like, first of all, this plane don't have no gun. Like this ain't this ain't like no fighter plane. This is literally just a plane that might could hold 3 people, and
know
they came
what?
flying over. Yeah.
It was something like they've never seen.
And then we had to wait for the plane to turn around, so everybody just watch it. And then they turn around. Yeah. I was like, okay. I was like, so we like this. So this is fun.
Wow.
So probably that part was fun. Let me get some comments before we get too far. Mose Davis just said, look at this. Longley in that David voice. Yes, we have the one and only Janelle Longley,
Hi.
formerly of Eyewitness
Oh my
News.
God, you did not have to say.
I had to say
that.
that. I had to try
No,
that.
you did not. You did not. You did not. I'm never coming back.
You are a celebrity, though.
Not.
You have to understand that you're a celebrity.
No, I'm not.
Julie.
I'm never coming back.
Julianne says guest superstar appearance. Not just guest appearance. Guest superstar appearance.
Hi, Julie.
For those who don't know her, you might look at her face and be like, I know her face from somewhere. Yes, she was.
Yeah, you know me from Life Worship Center. I go to church there. So you may see me in the back with Minister Delton doing some media stuff.
doing media things.
That's what I do.
She-
That's where you know me from.
She was the.
That's where you know me from. That's the only place.
I don't my off. She was the secondary face. What did you say? I was the secondary? Third. I think I put you third at the time of Eyewitness News.
You're talking about.
Because it would have been Clint the Lion. It would have been Clint the Lion Watson. Who I saw today, by the way. Clint the Lion Watson. And then I think it would have been Janaea, because she was the anchor. And then you. Yeah, no. Yeah, no.
This
So,
is why we don't talk about Bruno.
We don't talk about
You keep
Bruno?
bringing it up. You keep
so I
bringing
think
it up.
so I think you would have been like third in popularity. So if anybody who knows, look at the face, like, oh, that's where I know her from. Yeah, she was the face of Eyewitness News, and she anchored on the weekend news and stuff at the time of that. That's where I know her from. So I'm honored to have a celebrity here on the show with me. Chris Lee says, "Looky here, hey Chris Lee,
Hi, Chris Lee. Hey,
Denisha,
girl.
say look at you know." Oh, the comments rolling now.
I want you to know that your fans are saying they want me to talk into the mic because you turned my mic off and they couldn't hear me. Because
Oh,
you
yeah, no.
wanted to be disrespectful.
Yeah, I turned the mic off because she wanted to deny her greatness.
Oh my
Dwayne
God.
says, good point, Delton. Didn't 49th anniversary mark the end of 49 years? So wouldn't we have been into our 50th year after 49, culminating with the 50th? This is why we needed DGMT before all this got started. You don't lie, Dwayne.
Oh boy.
Because I was very confused. Like, so Jubilee year should have been 49 to 50. And then the party would have been the big 50th, would have marked the end of Jubilee. But it seemed like the 50th marked the start of Jubilee. Actually, one of our resident theologians is here. That's who says, oh, we got show. And superstar
God.
Janelle.
You know,
I'm Janelle Longley.
can
Eyewitness
you
News.
stop? We did not come here for this. We did not come here for
See
this.
how I share this on my page. share it, make it go viral. Past this. make it go viral. Yeah, so I know. So we turned 50. That's all the stuff has been happening since DGMT has been here. We turned 50. Janelle saw a good strong 26 minutes of the celebration. How did you feel about the celebrations on the whole, though, as we transition away from this topic? Because there was a lot going on. They had drone shows. A lot of people were in love with Bay Street. I don't know if they took the flags down yet, but I know they were still
No.
up. So the flags were
Yeah.
still up. A lot of people loved that whole Bay Street design thing. Reminded them sort of a little flashback to the Christmas thing where downtown became something of a hot spot
Yeah.
where you could go walk and just take pictures.
Yeah.
You had, I think someone was on Arawaki. They had events, tea parties, show, all kind of things happening. How did you feel? How did you feel that our country celebrated the Jubilee? As someone that used to report this kind of thing,
Oh,
how did,
God.
how did you
Oh my
feel as
God.
now just a resident, just enjoying the celebrations?
I think that it was a lot of nice, cool, unique, different ways to like celebrate, but being on this side of it, like being a resident that just like
Being a normal person.
sees and being, you know what, I've always been a normal person. Whatever, babe.
How do you feel being an all person?
Not like not having to know about what's going on
Oh.
because of work and stuff. It's like you don't necessarily know a lot of what's going on. Like, I mean, like they did a really good job at like sharing it and stuff, but there's still some things that you really
Let's slip through the
only
crack.
yeah. But I
Yeah.
wouldn't say like they did a bad job at advertising or anything. It's just that I just was one of those persons who didn't really see.
I think you had to want to know what was happening.
Yeah.
And like for me, like that was something that I wanted to know. I wanted to know like what was happening. Did I go to anything? No,
Mm-hmm.
but I wanted to know. I wanted to know what was happening. Did I actually attend any event? Not at all.
Oh boy.
Because when I thought about like where I have to go, where I got to park, it was like yeah, no.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd actually go to any of the events, but I knew there were tons of events leading up to.
Yeah.
And so that has happened since we've been gone. Country's now 50.
Yay.
So celebrations. Elkin 360 took over the
Happy
country.
Independence, Bahamas.
There's still remnants left. Some people are still trying to hold on to it.
Bahamas.
Especially now that they having these regattas and stuff now in the summertime. They try to like they will not let it go.
Oh yeah. Elkin about to make so much money.
And that's the thing. And I heard someone talk about this too, as we look at all these past events. They were like, did he do any copyright to this song? Did he have anything? Are we just really taking advantage of him? And that's the things that we don't know. So we don't know. I ain't gonna lie to you, our church did a remix as well. Our church did a whole remix of this man's song. And say welcome to Life Bahamas.
Come tomorrow at 9:30 a.m.
Yeah, tomorrow 9:30 a.m. You can hear the song.
It's really good.
We did a whole remix of the version of this bad song, and like I don't know. I think this speaks to another topic of the whole idea of copyright in Bahamas and how we look at musicians and their music, because this man went from a key, why this man on Zedness doing this, a key, to the hardest man in the country.
Drunken
All
old groups
because-
playing his music.
All because Bateman's like dumbness. I told somebody, I was like, this song is not good. And the song's not really that catchy, but you all played it so much till it's like, okay, we can keep on singing this. And I don't care what you're trying to do. It got stuck in your head, so you're just walking around.
Honestly.
You like, why? Why am I singing this song? Because you heard it so much. So I don't. So Elkin right now, I think he's on the last leg. I don't think it's much longer for him.
You don't think so?
I don't think
No?
so. I think
You think people gonna get tired of it, eh?
yeah. I think some people tired of it already. So I think we've had our fill. He's had his 15 minutes of fame. I think some could say 15 days.
Yep.
He's had his 15 days of fame. I don't know. Because it takes like something like Independence where you had to sing it because it was Happy Independence Bahamas.
Yeah.
Now when he comes to this next song, how will we feel? I don't know how we would
Yeah,
feel.
they may be like, turn that off.
Please,
Turn that off.
like please turn that off. So I don't know, but anyway, I know he has lots of songs. Does anybody know any other songs?
No.
No. I
This
said,
other song is playing on TikTok, but I don't know it.
he has one on TikTok.
Yeah, it's like another song has been making its rounds on TikTok. It ain't really gotten that far yet.
But people been sharing it
I've been
because
seeing it.
I haven't
but
seen it. I mean, I'm not an
You
avid
only-
TikToker.
Yeah, it ain't that there yet.
Seen it that day.
It ain't that there yet.
Let me see. I make sure because someone said this now. Hey, but oh, you lie! All this time we were not on thing. So I apologize to our tuning thing. Apparently our tuning thing is not completely working. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me contact technical support real quick, and see if they can get. Let me see if they can get our tune-in page up and running, because someone said tune-in is not up and running, and I don't like that. Who's technical support? You found some. You stay here. You don't go nowhere. You can find out exactly who's technical support. If I don't get this weekend, there we know. Okay, technical support. So I thought this was the password. All right, for those who on TuneIn Radio, oh, no, they can't hear me if they on TuneIn Radio. Oh boy! All right, so let's talk about something else. What else has happened since we've been gone that made national news? At one point, like I don't know, that's you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I tried to get in there because they said they made password wrong.
Oh,
At one point, during the celebrations, someone made mention on the news broadcast. They was like, and COVID's still around, people. This is a lot of people out here, and COVID is still around. I was like, ma'am, COVID, like where you find COVID from in this point in 2023? So one of the things that started to spread, but it didn't make it too long. People was like, we ain't here for it. They tried to say COVID was coming back. Not coming back, but they said COVID never left. And so they were like, we are very concerned about the amount of people that are just around here. in these large numbers for these events, and COVID is still here. How do we feel about COVID? Is there any fear of COVID still around you? I saw somebody in a mask at an event, like recently, and I got scared. Because I'm like, why are you still wearing a mask? It's like, why are you still wearing a mask? So there's people that still wearing masks. Now, I don't know if it's just they wearing masks. I know people were wearing masks pre-COVID. So I don't know if this is a pre-COVID thing or there's just like, I don't trust y'all, baby. Still.
I know.
And so I'm going to wear my mask.
I know for clinics and stuff, you still gotta.
You still have to,
You still have to put on your mask, but I haven't seen anything.
Which is quite awkward for me.
Yeah.
Because my son had to have a procedure and they was like, wear a mask. Where do you get one of those?
Honestly.
I was quite confused. Like, so where exactly?
People still selling those?
Where exactly do you collect? Apparently, I probably shouldn't out him like this, but I will out him. There was a security guard outside who was like, "You need a mask?" I was like, "Yeah, I got you."
You gotta make that extra buck, babe. What you mean?
That was like, I got you.
$1 mask, babe.
$1 mask.
Oh boy.
And that bird there was making a kill it.
They were selling masks during the pandemic for what? $5, $10, $15.
Yeah,
you get your little designer mask.
Yeah, now, but it's just regular disposable mask.
Oh yeah.
You get them on a Ziploc bag. It's like what?
That's not sanitary, sir.
Ma'am, you need a mask. You'll get in the hospital. No?
Just to walk in.
You want to get in the
just to
hospital?
walk in.
Yeah. So that was happening. What else has happened so far? I can't think of anything like major. I'm pretty sure I've missed something major, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. But we missed a lot, so I'm just trying to catch us up. So next week, when Janelle comes back, yeah, no, all right. So next week when Vera comes, when
Y'all
Vera,
have a cricket thing?
no, we don't have a cricket song back. So next week when Vera, Vera and Janelle is back, we can talk about other things. Elder, I say Andy says, why y'all leave Elkin alone? They say Elkin have over 30 songs.
Oh boy.
Now, if you go on his Facebook page, there's a lot.
Yeah.
No, there's a lot. You go on his YouTube page, there's lots of songs. Did I listen to any of them? Absolutely none.
I know somebody, I'm not going to call any names. I know somebody had tried to book him for something, and he call him to find out what his price was. And when he called them back with the price, it was like,
are you going for it?
oh, no, they didn't.
I mean, you going for the high price now?
Oh, yeah.
How much
He was like, hold on, I'm going to go talk to my people. And
how
then
much
he's
was
like,
it?
Up in the fives of
Like,
000.
into the five, like
The
five
$5
digits?
grand, the $5 grand, $6 grand.
For him to come sing?
For him to come sing Happy Independence, Bahamas.
As you should, Elkin. As you should.
Milk that gravy train.
Because one, they don't love your little secular artists. I mean, your little international artists are secular. But your international artists, you don't want to hear their little favorite song. You'll pay them up to $10,000 or $15,000 without caring.
Yeah, but they know the people can show up. They know the people coming. They know.
Like, Elkin, is anybody coming to hear you sing this song? Like, if we hear and you sing it, we happy. But are we going to come to your concert?
Like, are we going to see you on the flyer and be like, oh, yeah,
I gotta catch us?
we there.
Y'all leave Elkin alone. Elkin, sir, you take your time.
Job well done.
Job well done. Mission accomplished. Your mission was accomplished.
Vindication, bro.
He got his
bro.
vindication for July. This month of July was vindication, and he got it. Because he went on. Now, the question was, and this happened during July also, Elkin was a part of a competition. Who won the competition?
Dun, 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 dun.
That's the question that still remains to me unanswered. Because his show, in the song, the reason that he got on air, on set, and to talk about this, because he was a part of a competition, and he said, of course, I didn't win. So at this point, nobody still knows who actually won the competition. Now, who won it in the hearts of the Bahamian people?
Elkin
360.
I'm sorry. I believe that this was like his interview. I genuinely feel like that was supposed to be like a little, nice little giggle. That turned out
what it was.
Yeah, that turned out to something.
It was a spoof. People were making fun of him because he sang it a cappella. No one heard the track yet. So
then you go back to the verse.
Then you go back to the chorus.
Then you go back to the chorus.
So it's capital Bahamas. And he just singing it by himself with no rhythm, no expression on his face.
No.
So everybody that's pretty crazy. Then the song, people heard the song, it's like,
kind of seem bad.
So, actually,
I mean, if you listen to the song compared to what he was saying in the interview, it does sound a lot better. But the song isn't bad. The song isn't bad.
And he says, okay, you do not have to be under your brother's shadow. And that is 100% correct. Do you know who his brother is?
No.
You know his brother? His brother is Simeon Nelson.
Everybody's so creative.
Everybody. And so a lot of people didn't know either.
Wow.
So I've heard that his brother is Simeon Nelson. And Elkin was like, yeah, Simeon, you have your lane.
Why he didn't bring his brother on stage with him?
Why?
Because he's be book out.
Because I'm not under your shadow anymore. Like
Under your shadow.
That would have been a good audition, but we're not talking about Dante today.
Oh yeah.
We don't want to talk about Dante. We don't talk about Dante.
We don't talk
Because
about
Dante already living his best life.
No.
Anyway, so what else has happened? We move on from Dante because Dante already winding up and shaking up himself
Oh boy.
without a care in the world. So what else has happened that we can talk about? There's of course, there's always an agenda. There's been more and more talks now for our country because now we are doing more bills in our legal system that addresses the idea of like gender-based violence. Now I know this is something. I mean, I told Janelle I had no fear. And that's randomly talking about anything with her. Why? Because she did the news for years. So
You could at least
she has a
tell me
plethora of information.
there are some things that you wanted to talk about so that I can mentally prepare to not come on the show.
There's no fun in that. So I saw that I was like, this, mom, I have no fear. And that anything I talk about, you have a plethora of information. It's just randomly sitting there. So during this whole thing, my cousin's been talking about this a lot. It's not really my cousin, but he's everybody's cousin and uncle. Uncle Rodney Monka. He's been addressing this a lot. Where there's been this push by a group of women. I think that's what he says. I'm going based off Rodney Monka. That this group of women are pushing this issue where they want more attention placed on gender-based violence. Do you believe in this whole idea of putting in place laws that speak to gender when it comes to violence? There's a clip that Rodney Monk that I cut for Rodney Monk's show, and I was like, I can't even play this on the show because he said some words that I know Facebook and YouTube would flag me for. Like I'm 100% sure. If I play that on air, they're gonna flag me. But he was like, when somebody killed somebody, no one asks you, oh, so you kill a hissy? I won't say hissy for the purpose of not getting flagged. He was like, nobody asks you, oh, you kill a hissy? He's like, that's not what the law's not concerned about if you kill a hissy. The law is concerned about you kill the human. And in Uncle Rodney's mind, whenever you start talking about this gender, that's underlying for hissing. In his words is hissing. What do you know about this whole movement, this whole gender situation? If we talk about it for a couple seconds. I'm just catching up. Just catching the people up on what has happened for those who may not know.
Honestly, I'm done already. I'm done already. I mean, there's been a lot of sip about it since the conversation was about the whole marital rape thing. Mm-hmm. Like that's kind of when it all.
That's where it all started.
At this point, I just feel like we're forcing or making noise to put more laws in place to address things that there are already laws that speak to, and that there are other things that we should and could be focusing on that are more important. I'm not saying that. I feel like violence against anyone should have, there should be punishment. So what are we saying now? Like, if a man kills a woman, he gets a harder sentence than if he kills a man. Like, what is this supposed to look like? But then at the same time, it's like, why are we even having this conversation? Why do we even have to go through this process to have these thoughts? Like, why do we have to go into this debate of how this looks and who gets more punishment for killing which gender or whatever the case may be? Like, but
the more you think about it, the more I started to believe Uncle Rodney. When I said this has some underlying agenda attached to it.
Absolutely, as everything does.
And the question is, what is that agenda? I don't know. Now, since we've been gone, there's been lots of conversations. I know specifically on on Beyond the Headlines with Shanique Miller, where she's been bringing on the LGBTQIA and the rest of the letters community, and they have been pushing for more and more rights. They want more and more. They want medical. They don't believe that they have. They want better treatment in the medical society. They want better treatment, like on the whole. And the question always is, what is it that you can't get as as LGBT? And first of all, this is your sexual preference. Why are we bringing your sexual preference and who you choose to live with into your rights as a human being? If you want to go to the hospital, I'm pretty sure that the doctor will see you. The doctor will not be like, oh, you gay, I can't see you. I don't think any doctor is like, what are you? That's not a question. A question on the form is not on you. There's no question on the form. I won't make light of it because I am going to.
You gotta lighten that up a little bit.
No, I'm going to make light of
Can
it
get very
because
touchy.
there's no, and I don't understand where this whole argument comes from. But that is also that's trying to make its way back in the news slowly.
Absolutely. Listen, the other day, because where I went to college, it was widely accepted, like to the point where we had, because I don't go in there anymore. They have flags, like the pride flag would fly next to the Canadian flag and the school's coat of arms.
I guess you went to Canada.
Yeah.
I guess you went to Canada.
Oh boy, yeah. But like no, like it is widely accepted, and this is where a lot of persons from over here that may feel that way or may want to take these different routes, this is where they flock to. And Canada is like, hey, come on, guys, come on in.
Welcome.
Like, we want you here. We support you. And they give them the benefits needed to do what they need to do.
To make transitions and stuff
To
like
make to make the transitions. As an international student, I had access to free healthcare. Like, and that wasn't a fight for me to get. I fill out a form, put in my information, where I'm from, get them my identification, my Bahamian identification and everything. And I was covered for my full 4 years. And
Must be nice.
that must be nice.
Must be.
Hold on, this is a Christian station.
I'm on the everyday.
What? Yeah, amen. But yeah, so like this is a thing, and I think that like we do with everything else, when things start to happen in the world, when they start to happen in these other countries, we want to bring them here because it's like, oh, Bahamas is behind the 8 ball, and in some cases, I can agree, but in things like this, I don't agree.
Yeah,
I feel like we still, to some now, our Bahamian people could get a little rude with their message. They could get a little aggressive and passionate, but I still think it's important for us to like maintain where we are as a people and not buying into this whole thing.
I don't know if you saw it, and that was happening about 3 weeks ago, where there was a kickback between America and Jamaica, where they wanted them to accept one of, I think it's either the ambassador or something like that. They wanted them to bring their same-sex spouse, and Jamaica was like, yeah, no.
Jamaica ain't taking no party. They're taking it.
Jamaica was like, yeah, no. And that caused some kickback, and it's sort of like it caused some little reverberation to happen here because it's like they're right there, and that would happen. So what happens when they tell us? Because a few like when it was 2 years ago when they actually started to fly the pride flag, like we kicked up a fuss,
but
we
they
was
still
like,
ain't
hey,
taking out.
no. Then the next year they did it again,
Aw.
and then this year
They did it again.
they did it again, and so you can see where we don't go all the way. We have a slight kick and a full kick. We just do like, hey, guy, we don't do that here. All right, then you leave your flag up though. So it's like we want to kick back. Are we prepared when America tells us, if y'all don't accept this, well, your passport, that whole idea, y'all come here on police record, we cancel that.
Well, y'all better get your visas. Get your visas. But you may not have to though.
That whole idea of pre-clearance, when they say,
Ah.
yeah, let's come to America, man. You want to love the Bahamian passport, that pre-clearance, y'all straight. Well, when they say, okay, no, all right then, so y'all go stand the line over there, like everybody else, and y'all go wait.
Do you think that our government would accept it?
I think they will. Because I don't think we have that strong of a backbone
To stand
say,
up to them?
because that whole America connection for us, that's so big, because
Yeah.
we're not self-reliant, so we have to rely on them.
Mhm.
So if they threaten us, I don't know if we have that sort of fortitude to be like,
Yeah.
oh, go then, go. I mean, okay, go. And as you can see, one of the biggest buildings now that is being built on the Commonwealth, on this Nassau, is the American Embassy.
Oh yeah. That's a
Those guys
fortress.
them take over there. What are
I'm
y'all
talking close down the
building?
road.
What are y'all building in our country on the main water line? Y'all on Bay Street. I mean, right off Bay Street, right on Shirley Street, right on Shirley Street, right on our main entryway. Where like that's the entryway bombers. They right on there. So as you pull it in our port, one of the first buildings you can see when they finish, it's gonna be that American Embassy. Are we now prepared to say America? No. And I don't think we are. I don't think. Let me get some comments in here. Andy says what gets me. Andy says what gets me is this phrase I identify as.
And that ain't just come around.
Yeah, no, it's coming around now more and more as they find more terms to identify as.
I'm telling you, when I was in school, that was
And how long was?
this was a few years ago. A few short years ago. A few
days,
short
few
years
days,
ago.
few
A few
minutes, few
days
years,
ago.
few
You know, a
years
few
ago.
days ago. But no, like when you were introducing yourself during Welcome Week, you had to say my name is such and such and I identify as, my pronouns are she and her. Like you had to say that. And you had to order whatever it is that the person said. So if they decided that they were they, you had to refer to them
Hey,
as
they.
they.
Hey, they.
They wouldn't say, it wouldn't be like that. You would call their name, and if somebody asks where is, let's say the person's name is Joe and Joe is they, you would ask, hey, has anybody seen Joe? And then yeah, they are over there, or I saw them at the cab. Like you can't use I saw him, I saw he is, like no, that's what it was for them. And you're on it or get out.
Rashad says, "Yo, Delton, and hello to new friend."
Hello.
Hello, Rashad. This is one Janelle Longley, formerly of Eyewitness News.
Oh my God, you did not have to do all of that.
Former
Hi, I'm Janelle, and I attend Life Worship Center.
lead reporter of Eyewitness News, formerly.
First of all, I was a cub.
What, you were a cop?
A cub.
You weren't.
A cub.
You weren't a lioness. You were a lioness. No
No.
lioness.
Cub.
So, former lead reporter.
Baby reporter.
That used to. So
Oh
nice
my
anchor.
gosh, can we not?
on the
Like,
weekends.
why
All
do
right.
we keep getting here?
So
Please.
what name with y'all? Happy Independence. Happy
Independence,
Jamaica.
Jamaica. Today.
Boom, Jamaica. Boom. I know it's in the first week. I know it's my birthday. Jamaica. Boom. Jamaica. Land we love. As I should know. I should know the song.
Where the little sound effects.
John says, what will happen when they tell us? Nothing. Because our government goes with everything these people say do. That's exactly what would happen. What would happen?
Big facts. Big facts.
Absolutely
nothing. Big
So our government would accept it. The backbone doesn't exist here in this country.
Oh boy.
No, I think we I think when we started the things we started a chance to lose, just be like, I mean, hey, y'all can come. I mean, don't make no big announcement about it. But no, y'all can come in.
They here, hon? What you mean?
They are here.
They are here.
They are.
You just ain't invited to their event.
No, but I mean, but if they decide to bring in the whole idea of bringing in, let's say an ambassador, a same-sex loving ambassador, and they like, well, we want the same treatment that you would give them. Like if a husband and wife come, we would give the wife the same treatment as they will give the husband, vice versa. So when a man comes to the husband, they want the same treatment.
What that is, because we still don't really see.
What the treatment would be?
Huh?
I know.
Oh.
So they want the same treatment. When they have the little show, they get a half a little seat for the husband next to the man.
Oh wow. Everybody's so creative.
Now, they always talk about the Christian Council. Where's the Christian Council on this? I mean, that's a whole nother topic for another day. Like, why people always looking for the Christian Council? The Christian Council is not a publicity board. Christian Council is actually
It's not a PR company
not a
for
PR
Jesus.
company. The Christian Council is what
It's
represents the
not
Christians.
a PR company for Jesus.
The Christian Council was actually that's designed for an advisement board for the government. We made it a PR company, and I was hear from the Christian Council.
Where are they?
They was only made to really talk to the government. They was
They're
really
talking about our naked bodies on Carnival. Where are they on
They
this
only
issue?
come for the carnival. They never talk to your all. They wasn't really designed to talk to us. They was really designed for when the prime minister them have the cabinet meeting. They get hear from the church. That's really what the Christian council. That's a quick history lesson.
Transparency moment.
What, you didn't know that?
Before I came back to Jesus, I used to be one of those people.
But and you were the cause though, and that's before you come to Jesus. You were the cause, Mr.
How
Reporter.
was I the cause?
Mr. Reporter, you were the cause because
Wow.
the only reason I'm gonna go find the Christian council is when y'all know they were like, hold on, the people talking about them. I know what can get people talking. Hey,
Let's
Mr.
see
Fernanda,
what they have to say.
Carnival is coming. What do you have to say to this?
What do you have to say?
Like,
Did you see the costumes this year? What did you have to say?
and that's the only time I went to find the Christian council was when y'all knew that the people were like, they could be up and down about
Oh
this.
my God.
Let's go find
Actually,
them.
I was one of those people that didn't want to talk to them at all.
Oh, I don't
I
want.
wanted to keep them out of my stories completely. If I'm being honest.
No Christian council at all.
Nope. Keep them out. Keep them out. That's where I was. But you know, amen.
Anyway,
You see where I am? I went from not having them at all
it's a part.
to
You're not-
including
you're-
them. And guess
everything-
what? Gone.
And now last
Quit my job.
for the independence thing, we didn't talk about you was there working for them. We were talking about that for the ecumenical service. You was here working for them.
Shut
So I'm from
up.
now wanting to talk to them like, hey, Mr. Fernando, what you need?
Here's your draft, sir.
Like, here you go.
Yes, I sent it for review.
How the tables have turned.
Oh, God will make you bite your words.
How the
son.
mighty have fallen.
Motto.
How the mighty. Like, I don't hear from y'all. Okay, guys. So what we doing today? So what we doing today, Christian Council?
Oh, man.
Says if they couldn't get them to pull down the pride flag a day in this country, do you honestly believe they will tell America no? The thing with the pride flag, I mean, and they had a right. They had rights to stand on,
Yes,
meaning
US
that
soil.
wherever their embassy is, wherever
US
their
soil.
residents are, it is practically U.S. soil. So we have no jurisdiction to tell them they have to take it down.
Yep.
And so they were right. So they were in all their rights. They could do whatever they want to do over there. That's another concern for why y'all building this building so big. That's another concern of mine. Because where y'all this is America, why y'all building this building so big on our downtown area?
And they dig in. They
Oh,
dig
they was
in
down for a
before they
while.
start. son.
They was down
They
for a
was
good minute
digging.
before you saw any
Before
building
you
off the
see
ground.
Before you see that little thing start covering that gate.
Just a thing, just like on Montague, crossing Montague. Crossing Montague was digging in a long time. And then about a year later, you saw a couple blocks on the ground. So what y'all was doing all that time?
Yay.
So I don't know what they done. I know they're doing. Now I have heard, this is like conspiracy theory moments. So what I have heard, and I heard some taxi drivers talk about this before,
Sources say.
that sources say that there actually is like an underground tunnel that runs underneath the Bahamas
I would not be surprised.
that connects forts. Like all of our forts are connected by like that you could go down and you could walk to the next fort. Like from Fort Montague, you could walk to Fort Charlotte.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And so there was like people they try to get into the underground war going on. It's like what? But you don't know what
Okay,
these guys
that
are
one is a
building.
bit much, but you know.
It is a
amen.
bit much. However, it is a bit strange that y'all building these massive, like
Like what y'all preparing
what do y'all do here at the embassy that y'all need this large building?
They gotta prepare, babe. Everybody will war against them.
Jody, come here to shade. Jody say Delton is that? Yes, it is. I felt the need. Stuck in my cup. I felt a little need. And
Love
actually,
the asterisks.
what I went there for, Jody, they didn't have, so I was very upset. What I really went there for, they did not even have. Alan is here. Good afternoon, Alan. Alan says, looking lonely.
Alan, yeah, after you just called me while I was on the show.
Like, you didn't know
but
you was on the
everything's
show.
okay.
Jason, if you doing autographs, you doing autographs?
Jason, please do not entertain Delton's foolishness.
Jason, if you doing
I
autographs
don't do autographs. I'm not a celebrity.
anymore.
Never
So
was.
then they should have made that very aware to everyone. I knew that the Christian Council, I almost feel like that's a little shade there. I don't think that's autocorrect. The Christian,
Yeah, I don't think it is
I
either.
don't think that was autocorrect.
No, he
The
has
Christian Council should have some
punctuations and
type of power in this country. I don't think that they don't have power, but they are an advisory board. That's like, so when they have cabinet meetings, and that's what we having like for years. I thought that they were PR too until I actually like had people who was a part of it to understand like what the history of the councils were. Then I realized, okay, I don't need to have the Christian Council to do that.
No.
The Christian Council is really not
It ain't
for
for y'all,
PR.
public
The
people.
Christian Council is really a church that you go to. And what it is your pastors should be a part of the council. So when the council speaks to the government, they represent this one unified body of the church.
And they can
so,
be able to relate to y'all what's going on.
and so whoever that
y'all can tell
leader,
them how
whoever
y'all
that leader
feel.
is, who your pastor should be a part of the council. Who your pastor elects, when they go ahead and say, when the prime minister says, "What about the gender issue?" or the church says this, and that would be the leader of the Christian Council saying the church as a body, because there's Catholics, there's Anglicans, there's all Christian denominations are part of the Christian Council, and that one voice would say, okay, after our Christian Council meeting that they have, like not too far from here, right around the next corner, they say, all right, so as a church we talk, we said no. I mean, and as we've seen before, church saying no really don't really mean anything. But hey, you can't say that. The church didn't voice their concerns. And so you as a parishioner will be like, hey, my pastor say no. Like my pastor say no to the carnival shaking up and the loose clothing all over the body. I mean all over the streets.
Looser than Lucy.
Council, no type of person. Conceal. The Christian conceal. Ja excellence. What you saying, boy? Jermaine, CC's very quiet for real. Yeah, no.
Oh.
Christian Council. Yeah, no, I mean, they have the reason to talk. Now, of course, when Janelle want a piece.
Janelle them? They stop putting
When
me in
Janelle
this
want a
mix.
piece to the masses who would like to talk about the Christian Council. Hey, so what's been happening in the country recently is this. What do you have to say about this? Y'all know.
You gotta get what the viewers want. The viewers want to know what's going on.
That's how she came back to Jesus, Janelle. No, not
Wow,
Janelle.
you know what? Miss Jamaica.
In Ford America versus Ford China. That's exactly what we have here. See, something they ain't telling us. Let's say sorry for calling you. Yeah. Say poor equals PR equals poor speculation and assumption.
Wow.
That's so welcome, Christoph.
Welcome
Christoph,
to the man of
Christoph,
the hour.
the wedding was today. I went with Christoph now. Christoph sneaky.
Real talk.
Christoph, the wedding wasn't today.
Then you can see the pictures coming
Yeah.
2 weeks from now.
3 weeks from now, they take pictures.
The one I waited for.
That's like Christoph and the wedding was August 5th. Wow.
Oh wow! You mean the same day you was on
The
DGMT
same day
commented?
the
Oh
same day
yeah,
you
you
was-
know, while
yeah,
we were on
man.
our way to the reception, you know,
I
just had to
decided
join
to
in for a
I just
minute.
typed what was on the way to the reception. Like, wow, Christoph.
You know, I had a little break in between.
I had a little break, and after that,
Yeah,
went back to business.
gotta eat my lamb chops.
So, Christoph, let's check in, Christoph. So, the wedding was not today? That's a make sure. Because I did see a video you post. I think that was your groomsman. I think. Like, y'all was like having a whale of a time. So, I was like, oh, boy. And then he was like something, but can't wait to marry this woman. He posted a picture of his fiance. All right, so Christoph said
One
no.
thing
Just
about you-
confirming. Just
One
confirm.
thing about you,
I just
son,
need
you know.
confirmation from Christoph that we didn't miss it, because we agreed that DGMT would be the live commentators
At the
outside.
wedding.
We'll be outside doing the red carpet.
Christoph, inquiring minds want to know what happened to your weather channel ever since
Oh,
you
that
got
close.
engaged.
So that close. You remember that no more. Christoph say what the weather is.
Inquiring minds.
Go outside.
No.
Christoph say if
What happened
you
to the
go
weather
outside
channel?
and get wet, it raining. If you go outside and sweating, it's sun hot. If you feel cool, put on a sweater. It's chilly.
Sharp clothes.
Christoph don't remember that no more.
Sharp clothes.
Christoph say that one finish. Iman here. Iman.
Iman, you never DGMT the day you come, you say
The
where
day
The day you
this
come.
place say where are Vera? Wow,
She'll
the
be back
shit.
next week, sir.
I think it'll be like either. Remember that.
Ah!
Don't remember the Iman. We play Iman song for our opening song
Fox.
every
Really
time,
was.
and that boys be like DGMT.
What's that?
Nah,
Never heard of it.
never in my
Never
life.
heard of her.
Never in my
Ever.
life have I ever heard of DGMT ever.
That sounds like something
like-
I've never heard before.
Like Delton, who's that? Who's Delton? Only because you want to hear the day he came on the show. Don't talk about
That's
Vera.
my dog,
Of
way.
course. Shout out to Iman. There's a new song out there that Iman just released last night. The
Yes.
song is called something about covet.
Dun 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 dun.
I think that's what happened.
I'm gonna look.
Go
Don't
to
worry, I'll
YouTube.
save.
YouTube page, look up E-Man.
He's very talented though. I'm very proud of my friend.
He's you know,
doing the thing.
he's okay.
The art of covet.
The art of covet.
The art of covet.
Y'all go
He's
look it up on
doing the thing.
YouTube. E-Man doing
He just released a music
doing
video.
things.
We're proud of you, E-Man.
Oh boy. Christoph says, Petty. I know Christoph, I want to make sure, Christoph. I gotta make sure we missed the wedding. I have a feeling Christoph me one of them. Like when he child in 3 months, he can post some maternity pictures. Like
As he should. In fact, wait till 2 years.
like after child and get christened, you can see a
2
picture
years.
of a little small baby bump. Like we're so excited. Like,
Hold on, Christoph.
and the child just walk past me this like Christoph, and the child just
As you
walk past
should,
me.
sir. As you should. This social media thing is not real.
You know
As
that.
you should.
And you have all rights to do that.
All rights reserved.
Because all y'all be like, I gotta post it now. Actually, no, you don't. It's none of our business,
You
actually.
ain't gotta do nothing
It
with
is
that.
none of our business. Anyway, so Rashad and Christoph say go inside for the wedding. I'm a married man now.
Absolutely. Do you
Whatever,
think, yeah?
whatever. Hey, as you should. Yeah, so anyway, the war against China and America for the Bahamas. That's just the fight for the Bahamas right now. But anything happens now, I don't think we have any backbone, anything to stand up on to say no. I don't think we can. I think I don't think we can bear that burden. Like bear this burden alone. No, we can't.
You don't have
Like-
to go to this, Lord.
So America be like, hey, we send something that way. Well, okay, all right then. Like,
Dun,
don't be too loud, man. That's all we get, like, man. Don't make no big announcement. Like, please, let's do a little secret ceremony. We ain't gonna tell nobody. And everything will be okay. But one thing I do know about that movement, they like to be proud. And they like to make noise. So I know that's gonna be quiet. Because I'll say first island I go to is Eleuthera. They try to plot on Nassau or Bimini, which is the gateway to the Bahamas. No, I didn't too close. I ain't going Nagua. I know what to get blocked for
Ain't nothing
Nassau.
on an agua, babe.
That's why I go on there. I start something new. I gotta start fresh. I gotta go far from Nassau. I can't be close to Nassau. When you start doing a little bombing there, I need to be far. I need to be the furthest point away, or I could take some cakers, like right below the Bahamas. So I don't know what they get blind, but I ain't here for it. I ain't here for this situation. So I know as more things happen, we as the Bahamas, because of our, let me be small. So a lot of things we have to acquiesce to. It's like we can fight as long as we want to. I remember that. I can remember. I don't know if you was in OVA yet when that first gay cruise tried to come here.
I remember hearing about it.
I mean, that was major. I mean, like, we was on there protesting. I think that was it either Ellen or Rosie O'Donnell. It's one of them two. I think it was Rosie O'Donnell. Oh man, we saw dead placards.
I heard about it.
Gotta go.
Yeah.
And now slowly, I have been like you drive on Bay Street now, and you can see two men walking, holding hands, kissing on the sidewalk, which I have seen, like tourists. They're having a whale of a time.
I think we make noise in the beginning, and then it's like, all right, we did our part. Now y'all just do what we say. And it's like, okay, they ain't looking. They focusing on something else. Let's go. they partying right now. Independence going on. Let's go. Perfect time.
On.
Get it in. Come on, guys.
Slice up in there, y'all come fast.
Distract them quick. Let's go.
Like, fly the drones. Where the drones? Put the drones in there.
Oh, yeah. You see them planes? Y'all putting up planes. Stay over there. Side of the treaty.
Signing treaties and all kind of
Signing
foolishness.
treaty.
While we be having a whale of a time. We over here drinking dark licks.
What?
And come,
Partying.
I don't drink like vitamins. We're
Wow.
drinking our vitamins.
Water.
We're drinking our vitamins and Kong salad. And they over there just doing whatever they want to do to
Whatever
us.
they won't do.
I'll be like, oh yeah, no, we signed that back in 2021, you
And
know.
they can be like, when was this?
Like, y'all didn't see it, it's in the paper.
And then the news following whatever hype right now. So they ain't even seeing it.
It was in the paper. It's right there in the business section.
That's what everything is being, in that
It was like,
in
it
the
was right
business
there.
section.
Y'all didn't see me say we signed that treaty? The lot of the company? No, that's right
We
there.
told y'all.
And then with Neil Hartnell, that boy is
Oh, yeah.
it's right under the Neil Hartnell story. Y'all didn't see it? Like,
Neil
no.
gonna have a story now. He
The whole
gonna have
bit-
the
the whole business
story.
section.
Y'all wanna know what's going on? Hold on, this ain't no free plug.
Yeah. So say, why they never sail to the Arabic country? Oh, no, they know their boundaries. They know small fence. They know the small fences.
Low
So
fence.
they know the low fence so they can jump over. They know exactly what they do. Because they know over there, like, we ain't even hearing it. And so our standards are so low, they're like, yeah, all right, yeah, let's take advantage of the bombers.
You're like, yeah.
Crystal say I want to make it over there. Oh, Lord.
Them
That's it. We
mosquitoes
start
gonna play.
the mosquito brigade. Now, I've heard about that. I had a friend say one time, say when he go, he now goes, you keep your flashlight in one hand and a tennis racket in the next. Say, because them size of mosquito, you can't kill them in no hands. You need a tennis racket. You just swipe. So you just walk and swing. So you just walk and swing. I need a tennis racket. But I can't
They
believe.
different.
You know how Iman don't respect our show? So I talking about Iman, and Iman sent me a voice note.
That's crazy because Iman messaged me. I messaged him back and he didn't respond yet.
But Iman sent me a voice recording.
Oh, boy. Oh yeah, you don't rate nobody.
Iman's like, y'all show don't mean nothing to me.
Emmanuel.
So stop your show and hear what I gotta say. Anyway, yeah, y'all go listen to the email. All right, so I think we've caught up everything. We've been here. We said we were gonna do a power hour, but I just wanted to bring us up to date. And I think we have. I know this was making the rounds this week as we get ready to wrap up, as we approach our final destination, as we get ready to shut the show down. The final countdown. I just want because we just want to make sure that y'all don't say we started the show and we didn't have no lead up. So we wanted to lead up, and what was leading up? This guy he was in our news before. This is not his first time that he made his rounds around this particular neck of the woods. Let's take a look it up.
Oh boy.
I can load up for you right now so we can talk about this as we get ready to depart. I want to give it a good power hour. We don't want to rob the saints of God. Not the music video. No, we ain't doing the music video. Jesse Jody asked about the music video. The music video we can talk about next week. So next week, I encourage y'all to go on YouTube and look up Dante Bowe. The song is called, I think, Wind Me Up, I think is what it is. I have his album, by the way. And, like, Rarely Enough is a very good album. However, what this young man is doing with the visuals of this album, it's like, sir, what's happening here? It's like, what are you doing here? So the song's called Wind Me Up.
Hide me.
So if you want to get a preview what we can talk about next week, look up Wind Me Up on YouTube from Dante Bowe. Protect your children. Like you shouldn't have said about a Christian artist, but protect your children. Because I feel like he was trying to do. I told somebody that he was doing what Mali Music did a few years ago, where Mali Music is like, I don't do gospel anymore. I just want to do like free music. And I just want to do like inspirational music that will inspire you, music about love. I feel that's what he wanted to do. But then when he started doing visuals, it's like, sir, no.
Very seductive.
No, we don't do that here.
Very much.
It's like why people oiled up in swimsuits. No, we don't do that in the Christian world. We don't share this. I show the woman and wind up themselves. No. And so watch it. All I want to say, if you have not seen it before, Dante Bowe, Wind Me Up. Don't have your children around. but if you just turn the video off and listen to the words, you'll be like, okay, I understand what you're talking about, sir. I like it. But then you saw the video, it's like, oh no, I don't. I definitely don't understand what you're talking about at all. Because I am very confused of what you're talking about. But anyway, let's get to this video here as we get to wrap up.
Witchcraft, your mother. The Lord said, your mother been witchcrafting you. Take your wig off. Put it off your head. It's glued. Come close. I'm sorry. I thought I wasn't going to wet you. And the Holy Ghost is telling me to put the oil in your head. Give me one more bottle of oil. You sure this is glue? Take it off. Give me the oil. Give me the oil. Come. We're not on the camera. Come. The woman of God took off her wig. She wasn't ashamed. Give me the oil. She took off her wig. Give me the oil. Open it. Rakanda da da ba. Rebebebebebeko. Robo Sunday. Deliverance. Open your mouth. Deliverance. Deliverance, set her free, my God. Everybody in the building, the Lord is coming to your circumstance. The Lord is coming to your situation. The Lord. He's about to move on your behalf. In the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Oh God, my Father, we bind every spirit that's not of the Holy Ghost. I bind up every demonic spirit. I bind up every...
All right. So for those that watch that are listening via radio,
Ain't no way.
I want to apologize.
Oh my God.
I don't. For those who are listening via radio and you have not seen it, we are familiar with him. Christoph tagged him as Prophet Oatmeal. I think it was the bathtub prophet. For those who remember, a few years ago, we came over to the Bahamas and had a little revival. And he was inviting people to the revival. And And after the revival, this is the last night, and he decided to record a video in the bathtub with the bubbles around it. And he was inviting people to come on down, and there's a blessing from the Lord, there's your name on it. And he was just in the bathtub, just soaking, getting his mind ready for the presence of the Lord. So this is my original introduction to him. That's what it was to him. And so we forgot about him. They had a little back and forth between him and someone from over here, a prophet over here, a prophetess over here. And after about 2 weeks, it died down. And I didn't forget about him. I did not lie to you. I did not remember him at all. And then all of a sudden, this popped back up. And the man of God.
You can't make this stuff up.
Christoph say where you think about meal from. Christoph, I don't know where they find. I don't understand exactly. Listen to me. I am not one. Let me just say this first disclaimer. I am not one to ever say what God would not tell somebody to do.
Amen.
Because I'm me and God in company. So I would never tell that God would never do this. However, this is quite awkward. So I was like, I think I almost think like he made reference. You remember that whole, was that Jake's? Was that Jake's daughter? Who took a wig off?
Sarah.
And he said, well, Sarah take that wig off. I'm like, come on, man. This in the pastor stage.
Yeah, and he was like, "Is it glued on? Is it glued on?"
I think mom trying to say it couldn't come off. He's like, nah, it can come off.
Sir,
He was
I'm
like,
so far in the spirit that no, sir.
I think he wanted. He's like, this will come off, and she wanted to be like, no, this can't come off. Yes, it could.
Come here. I'll take it off.
It's like,
I'll take it off. I'll take it off.
It can come off.
He didn't know it.
That drug bought a gallon of oil, and that drug left there greasy.
He didn't even use the whole first bottle of oil. He dropped it off a little bit and then give it to the usher and then get a next bottle.
I need a fresh bottle. It's like, I need a fresh bottle because deliverance is coming to your house today. And that's what you do, though. You make you oily so the demons can't grab you. So when the demons try to grab you, they have to slip off.
What do I know? I'm a babe. I'm a babe.
A baby in Christ.
I'm a babe in Christ. I'm a babe.
Just here my embryonic phase. Just trying to get to know who Jesus is.
Just trying to figure it out as I go along.
So he says,
no
the prophet. Lord, he just give it eyes. Everybody's frying for this with all that oil. Make sure mama's good.
I know what he's doing.
Good and covered. You want no body left behind. Jesus wept the late front
Gone.
Gone.
Like, he really just like lift that up off the head.
Deliver rants. I say he made mama that oil. No, she needed that. She needed that soak. And then it's like
she's wearing white way.
And there's a little waterboarding.
When he poured the water in her mouth, right? Like, what's going on here, sir? Like, you couldn't just give it to her and let her drink it?
No.
She can't touch it.
Witchcraft, your mother. The Lord said your mother been witchcrafted. You take your wig off. Put it off your head. It's glued. Come close. I'm sorry. I thought I wasn't going to wet you. But the Holy Ghost is telling me to put the oil in your head. Give me one more bottle of oil. You sure this is glue? Take it off. Give me the oil. Give me the oil. Come. We're not on the camera. Come. The woman of God took off her wig. She wasn't ashamed. Give me the oil. She took off her wig. Give me the oil. Open it. Rakanda.
We're not on the camera. Like, no, yes, we are. Like, yes, we are. Yes, we are on the camera.
And she then like, no, it can't come off. It can't come off. No,
He's
come
like,
here. No, I got it.
It's like,
If we gotta yuck this up,
I'll help you out.
today, we could do it.
He's like, no.
He probably did have a little resistance, but he's like,
He's like, this guy come off. You sure?
nothing we can't get over.
It's like, you come here, come close. Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah. Joey said this is giving Aladdin at the palace. Let's give it. Yeah, I ain't like the shoes could copy for me too.
His shoes always doing something.
Yeah,
son.
it's always give a little hint of Elf. Like Elf from the movie, it always gives a little hint of Elf.
First of all, you don't come for Buddy like that, because Buddy's be stepping, hun. His shoes is be stepping, they suede.
It always gives just a little bit. It's just a little hint of Elf. Did she pick up a wig or did I just pick it up for her? That part of the story we don't know. We don't know, Shauna. We don't know who got the wig. Is the wig still there?
She probably just left.
If I was her, I'd leave it there.
Honestly.
Because I can't have it anymore. I can't put this on the phone. It's like, it's y'all one. Y'all
it's like, you really yucked this wig off my head. You really yucked this wig off my head.
So if I was her, I was not go back and pick it up and put it back on. You can't put it back on top of the oil now because I can slide it off. So you can't put that back on. You can't put it back on top of your head. So just let it go. You just walk away. You just walk away like, all right then. Bless your prophet. Bless your man of God.
This looked like something I've never seen before.
Everybody,
This looked like
everybody's so
something
creative.
I've never seen before.
Christoph said the man blocked me after I reported his NCIS lawyer picture he posted. Did you read the story that when this happened? Like when
Oh
he
my
came here?
gosh, yes, I was.
It was a big thing.
It was hilarious.
Frank said, "This is why I love the Bahamas." I think Franklin's come here too, Franklin. I don't know if he come back here since. I don't know if he's been back here since.
He
I
said
know.
he ain't messing with y'all no more.
Yeah, no, because
Too
y'all
much activity over
was
here.
rude.
Y'all didn't.
Y'all attacked the man.
Y'all didn't honor the prophet.
Yeah,
His
y'all
rightful
all the
place.
wrong. You're like, no, I go back where I come from.
There's no one here.
There's a glue on. When he said, "You sure?" What posted? It's like, yeah, because she tried to be safe. But I was like, I don't want to lose this. Like, don't do this to me. I just put one big black man here. This is really under my hair.
And he's
really.
like, come, the camera isn't on you. Come.
It's like-
Sir, the camera is
I was
on
like,
her.
I really just put one blot on this. This ain't even my hair ain't even done properly underneath this. Like,
I blame
don't
the
take it
media
off.
team because they're supposed to turn the camera off.
They should turn the camera off.
They should have turned the camera
But
off.
somebody's like,
Ah, no, this is gold. This is gold.
This
this
is
is
gold.
spiritual gold right here. This is
this
spiritual.
right here
This is spiritual
needs to
gold.
go viral.
Yes, this needs to be seen. No, they need to see the power of God. Taking wigs
the
off
man
in
of
the
God
place.
lie. By the time he's like, yeah, it won't work unless it's off. Because how would it get through this stuff? How would the oil penetrate?
What you mean holding makes?
Yeah, remember that.
No,
I need direct contact. You need direct contact. I said, you saw this glue while pulling it up. Bro, he said, take it off while tucking it off. Think to me. It's the Prince Ali from Aladdin shoes. That's what it is. I ain't lie. The shoes were it was a lot. It was a lot going on there. It was strong. It was strong. She might as well leave it there because all otherwise she would be playing wet and wild with her own hair.
honestly.
No, she could put it
She
back
can't
on.
wash that off.
She could not put that back on.
She might have taken it back.
She took the wig off. Yeah. If I was her, there's no reason. There was no reason for you to go back. I can get that wig off the corner there, please.
I was not doing that.
Like,
No, I just was going to have to walk out that sheen. No, that
Prophet,
wasn't happen.
I can get that wig back.
Uh-uh.
Because I get work in the morning. I can need that back. So now you got to go and wash it up. Because you got to go that oil in here. I mean, yes, you could. You could. That scalp is well now.
It's
That
anointed.
scalp is good. That scalp is good for at least 2 weeks. For at least 2 weeks. She ain't gonna remember oil in that scalp. That's gonna be good and covered. Rashad says because he did say we are recording this. He did say that. He said the camera ain't on you. See, remember that. Take the wig off. Ain't no shame around here. Franklin said we don't play. Yeah, no. We'll come for you quick. We will come for you. Again, I'm trying to miss somebody. All our comments. Yeah, so we'll come for you quick. Well, hey guys, we thank you all for being there. Thank you for our catch-up show.
Yeah.
It was just a strong power hour. Just wanted to make sure that everybody was aware that DGMT is back.
We did good.
We did good.
We did good.
We did good. It was a good time. Speaking of being good, I guess we do all this next week too. When my 2-year-old son has started summer school. We're trying to get David ready for real school.
You showing a video?
No, because
Okay.
it was not been going good. He's not been having a good time at all with this whole going to school thing.
Mommy, let's go. Mommy, let's go. Oh, my heart.
And
my
so for
heart.
all the parents out there who have like had this experience of your child going to school for the first time, listen to
It's a
me.
pain. I ain't even a parent and I felt it this
So
week.
that's not to cry.
Whew.
And for David knows enough words to make you want to cry.
Listen.
Because he's like, no, mommy, let's go.
No, mommy, let's go. No, mommy.
So my first experience, like, because Julian's been dropping him, so I had to drop him. So I just watched the videos too. But yesterday, I had to drop him. And so I was like, let me explain this for myself. So we pull up close to the school. We're not at school yet. I was like, David, ready to go to school? Yeah.
He can tell you yeah now. He can
I
tell you he
was
ready.
like, are you going to cry today? No. I said, good. Because you're a big boy, right? Yeah. Okay. So we pull up to the corner. I see him outside the turn. which always amazes me because like he now knows exactly where the school is. So once we turn to the corner, it's like his lips started going down. Hey, you're not crying today, right? he said no. I was like, you going to school? Right? Like, yeah. His lips start shaking. His lips start shaking in the car. I pull up to the gate. I turn around. I look at him. I said, you ready to go to school? Yeah. So they open the door. No. I was like, you didn't say you're ready to go to school.
This
No.
man so traumatized
No. So anyway, so why they gonna make it better? Like his class was outside during playtime.
today.
There's doing playtime early in the morning. So like he could see the people that he now familiar with out there on the swings having a whale of a time. So we look at them. He gone by the gate and he just stare at them. I was like, "You can go inside." Yeah. All right. So he walks to the gate. I put his bag on his shoulder. He's like, "All right, he got it now." He opens the gate. He makes that step down. The teacher comes around. "Let's go, David." That's where that is.
Don't come for me. Let me do it
The
myself.
minute mom turned back in that corner and say, "Let's go, David," tears.
He was not into it.
I like, "No, David, we're not crying. We're not crying." I was like, "Take your bag." He said, "No."
And he's just magically make himself heavier.
And he walked
Like,
away. He walked away on his bag. He's like, "No." Like she had to drag him. I was like, "Here's his bag."
He's anchored himself on the ground.
And I had to turn away and walked away. I like, "Bye, David." She's like, "You can tell Daddy bye." No. And he would not tell me bye.
No.
And he would not tell me bye. And he walked away hollering and screaming. And then I just pulled off.
This is such a horrible experience for him.
Somebody asked me at what point do you stop? I was like, until I stop crying. Like, I don't know. Like this is always gonna be a little hard task. I know for Dallas. Dallas was different. Dallas first week. Oh my Dallas. People love Dallas. Like, all right.
Bye. See you later.
He's like, "Dallas, you gone?"
Dallas said he needed a break from.
Wow. So we got it. so we got it.
Wow.
So we were joined by it. Oh. So I don't know, man. We have big celebrity, man. Yeah. Oh. So we just been joined by. I already told him ready. I told him from Monday. No, from Tuesday. I said, "Guys, I want us to be prepared. We probably won't leave church tomorrow till around 3."
I even worried about it. I get over get sleep.
He just come down this way. You come.
Let's start at Genesis 1.
Oh boy.
Open the Bible page 1.
I said-
What page
Oh,
1
boy.
say? Let's
Our
go.
pastor hasn't been here. We're joined now by the one, the only the bishop that says, "Hey, Roll." I told him, I said, come tomorrow, guys. I want y'all to prescribe a snicker.
CC rep.
Yes, our CC rep. Our Christian Council representative from the Language Center. I said, tomorrow y'all need to grab a snicker because there's no way we leave church before at least 2 o'clock.
I don't like that. No,
For those that don't know, Pastor Denzel has been away from us now almost 2 weeks.
almost 2 weeks I did.
He has missed 3 services. He's missed a Wednesday, he's missed a Sunday, and he's missed another Wednesday.
Not a Wednesday.
And he has not preached. And usually when he go away, like, he's preached.
Right.
This was not a preaching trip.
Oh boy.
I just hollered.
He preached nowhere. He just screamed at his
I
son.
just screaming.
He was screaming at Shadows Denny,
I had to
FYI.
move away from the people them because the team know I as bishop. And I said, you know what, let me go stand on the next side.
Yeah, he was in
I
an
don't need to
imposter.
stand with them.
So-
When then he get a double, say, "Kill them, boy! Kill this bunch of little punks, boy!"
Like, he can't, guys.
I say, "Boy, I got what I say." So I got the next side of the field. But kill these punks, boy. I said, "No, you can't." And then I go say, "Kill these little white punks." That's what I was going to say.
Oh, dude, like, you can't
No,
say
I
that.
having a bad time. I ain't good at that.
No.
I ain't good. I ain't really made for that.
You can't say that.
Sometimes you gotta have a minute, you know.
No, but I go on now. So when I go on, it's only me one down. I go on the next side.
Yeah,
of the
turn the
field.
camera a little bit. So you got people
Uh-huh.
see.
Yeah.
They
You
can't
can't
see
see me. Yeah.
Yeah. So, boy, I go on the next side of that field. Where it's just me one. I said, "Boy, kill them. And when daddy get the hit, what? Kill them! Kill them! Kill them! I was killing them. I had to like blink. Kill
Pastor,
them.
that's you?
Yeah, so I didn't want to do that. Everybody knows pastor. I can handle all that, so I was on the next side. I was on the next side. And I just remember little short pants with little tennis. I had
Oh,
little,
yeah,
I was
sir.
totally, I was in the whole rev me right now with my son right now. We
You
trying to
daddy.
kill
I
them.
straight daddy,
Kill them.
baseball daddy mode.
He said, Daddy, how do I say you kill them? I know, I can fix that when you come down, we can get him back spiritually. I need
For right now.
Kill him mode, but I don't want no fools, but kill
And
them.
apparently, daddy was in full kill mode.
Who?
Apparently, daddy was in full
And I
kill
honestly,
mode.
only because we on radio, I didn't say kill.
Yeah, no,
I said something else.
we quite understand.
Yeah. I did use the N word once or twice.
In reference to the white people.
used the Ed word quite a few
Oh
times.
yeah, you needed to come
And
back.
talking
It was
about the
time.
white people,
It
talking
was
to people
time.
there. I thought I used that. And then I saw the little white, little Mexican that you kill them. Mexican. And you know the Bible says everybody's head.
Everybody.
So we had the
We have
Mexican
white
head, we had the
with the
Hawaiian
body, we have
heads,
white.
the white heads. It wasn't no black ends. None. They wasn't playing no black ends. They was playing the white
was only
ends.
white
So
ones?
it was only white ends. And I killed them.
Cuban
The
Cuban
thoughts, views, and comments
express on this
expressed
show.
in this show
Boy, listen.
Are
are
from the
not a
management.
are not a direct reflection of
They actually from the
No,
management.
this is the management. No, this one is the
They're actually from the
ownership.
management.
This
straight
is
from the
management.
mouth.
Yeah, that's why I had to come back. I come back yesterday so I could like really get my
You
mind
had to get
right.
detox.
And
You had to
get back in
detox.
Bahamas with my eyes.
For those that don't know, baseball gives you a different kind of energy. Though, I ain't gonna lie. Once you have your child in baseball, and for me, at least your child a little older, I said waste. My child only 5. Our parents be wasting them. Our parents, oh, they be casing. We had a couple parents to get banned. Like,
Oh boy.
one was like, you have to leave. They be
No,
casing.
there was one boy in the under 8U, and man, that boy, he say, sorry, Pastor. I said, bro, you can't do that. Man. That's why it's walk off. You can't be in the midst of everybody, and it's like a quiet moment. And like the boy gets strike out, but he let off something. I say, bro. He say, sorry, ref. I say, God, and he in the bullpen with the turn. I say that, bro. He say, sorry, ref, sorry, my ref. So I say, can't do that.
Oh, you can't curse.
He can't
You
do
that.
No, you
You know,
can't.
stay with me, kill
Yeah,
them.
go to the next side. Go to the next
Go
side.
to the next side, just say kill them.
When you can't be a coach doing that.
Oh boy, it was rough. Boy, I had to drink plenty of water, get my pressure low.
So I mean, Robin the whole week then. I know Robin over there having.
Robin Horse.
For those that don't know,
Robin Horse.
oh, like Robin is a different kind of beast doing baseball.
I don't like church members coming to watch my wife. I don't want nobody. I don't want nobody in the body of Christ. Nobody who know. I like one time I say, Robin, this Bishop Dancer, Lady Robin, come on, pull it down.
Calm it down.
Calm that down.
I mean, she come again with no voice. Absolutely
Calm
come.
back down. Calm that down. Your parents over there. You say, oh! I said, Robin, man, can't be answering them back, man. Robin, you can't answer back. Let them answer back. Who you coming for? Who? Anyway, yeah, praise the Lord. Praise the Lord, too.
So welcome back, sir.
Yeah, man, I'm glad to be back, man. I'm glad to be back. Y'all had a good show. I thought it was so interesting that Janelle, the media them used to be the ones pulling the Christian Council in the conversation and then asking why Christians are talking. They call the Christian Council. I thought that was so
it was
the height of hypocrisy.
Hi, the brothers say, they be like, oh.
Everybody say where the Christian Council is. Ask where the media is because they just come put the mic in front of us. And then when they put the mic in front of us, we don't have to to say, why didn't ask me? The Christian Council ain't never asked nobody to come talk to us, come give us a mic. Y'all just come there. What does the church have to say?
The church say something?
Come Sunday morning.
We're not talking before that.
If you were here, what we got to say, come Sunday morning.
We're here now.
I confess to my sins, sir.
Yeah. They were meeting, and they talking about the Pride movement back and something, and I was in the meeting. They said, "So we put some." No, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. We got nothing to say.
We got nothing to say.
Come to church on Sunday. We say everything we say there.
No, they were a collective one voice. They want one voice.
One
and
man,
one
Yeah, right.
So,
And then the same with that.
But we back tomorrow though. So we back to church tomorrow. Church more tomorrow.
Yeah, I trying to get it together. I ain't there yet. I ain't fully there yet.
welcome to summer.
I trying to get back in the moment at church, so I got to do one. I found it I had an interesting journey last week, Saturday. You know, I had to preach. I did something different. I went to the gym Saturday evening around about 6. And I said, anyway, and I told Naya this nice, Daddy, really. I said, Naya, you know, I ain't really getting church anymore, so I ain't got to pray that long. She said, Daddy, you got to pray because you
You preaching, brother.
Wow.
You gonna take it easy?
Because, you know, Saturday night is my dad's, I go
all out.
hour and a half. I prayed. I said, nah, you know, I ain't really fool with that. I said, Daddy, really? I said, nah, I can pray, but I
strong
really
five, strong 5 minutes.
Daddy, give a strong 5 minutes. Lord bless them. I bless all the ministers, everywhere in the Bahamas.
The whole country.
I call nobody by name. All of them. Every
Bless the
pastor,
whole
every
country.
preacher. Like what I'm saying to God, all from the pulpit to the door. Bless them.
Just highway. All
All of them. I put everybody together. I clap. I put them all together. Lord bless them. My family. You guys come on. Y'all name your children name. My niece and nephew. Lord, all my family. Lord bless my whole family. All them. My outside cousin, my inside cousin. But man, I discovered something. My family came to me and said, go on a prayer walk.
I did a walk.
I did a prayer walk around midnight last week, Saturday night. Jesus, Lord, man, I walked for over 2 miles.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, where's good?
I just get around the circle.
So you have a mammy?
I walked for over 2 miles praying, man. That thing was so powerful, man. Oh, man. I can do it again. I did Robin, I can do it, and I can do it now in our community. I can do it. I can put my pressure on. Robin said, you scared of this. You see, do it.
That's where you walk around.
You think people is big. Not every goes a fat goes.
Let's go strong. That's a healthy goat.
People like us, see a fat ghost walking around building like she said, don't hold that.
I'm praying loud.
She said, no, you don't hold that. You do that on vacation. You walk around.
Where you going?
I said, put my pressure on, and I said, walk around midnight to night.
Around midnight, yes.
Midnight, really? I just go right. I don't pray before they be after midnight. And I go wheeling with that prayer card on Robinson for that. They call police for you. You put that right. And it's a fat ghost. What you call for fat ghost? I ain't never see a fat ghost. You never see a fat ghost? They don't even put fat ghosts in the movie. So yeah, I was there. Lord, I really did pray. I got by y'all. I really. I think Sunday come too fast for me. I ain't ready for Sunday yet. But anyway, y'all close today.
Yeah, but
I just come to shoot the breeze.
Someone's asking me Vera. So Vera's on vacation, guys. I don't come up all this time. So Vera's in Ghana. No, not she in Ghana more. She's back in the UK.
She's back in UK.
She's back in the UK. She was in Ghana. She went over there to see her family and see her friends. And so she'll be back next week. She comes back on one of these days this week. Maybe next week she comes back. And then she'll be back on the show next week. We try to get Janelle to come back. Janelle seems like she's a bit hesitant. But she's a professional at this. This is what she did for years.
Yeah. She been school. You want Canada for this?
Around he, she, they, and them.
She be yeah.
You been to school with he, she, they, and them.
She be in the Canada for this. Yeah.
It's
very powerful.
I asked him, can you ask this question? Were we in Jubilee from 49 to 50 or 50 to 51?
Leviticus 25 says, and you shall hallow the 50th year.
Okay.
50th year.
So not 49 to 50.
The
Not
49th,
49th,
the 50th year.
So,
It says, and it very specifically says, at the end of seven Sabbaths.
Mhm.
So at the end of it, so Sabbath is every 7 years. At the end,
so at the end of 49 years.
then you should blow the trumpet of Jubilee. At the end of the day, you got to be smart to mess it up. You got to be smart to mess it up. It's just really. This is one of the places where scripture is ambiguous, or it's very, very. Let me read it. Because I've been hearing some things, and I'm be like, you know what? I ain't been to Bible school. I didn't go to Bible school, y'all. For those who didn't know, I didn't go to Bible school. When I went there, the doors locked, and they in the middle.
You got too late.
I got too late. And I said, you know what? Y'all locked door. I ain't never come back. So I ain't never gone back. I ain't never gone to Bible school. So it says, as what the text says, it says, and thou shalt number 7 Sabbaths of years unto thee. 7 times 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's 49
It is.
years. 7 times 7 years, right? 49 years. And the 49th year ended midnight, July 9th. So then he says, and the space of the 7 Sabbaths of years shall be unto thee 49 years. Just in case you all math off. Moses said, some of you are slow. So I can make sure I made this clear. So I really get from Moses. Moses say, and thou shalt number 7 Sabbaths of years unto thee. And if he didn't say years, he knows so much deep. He meant this. No. 7 Sabbaths of years unto thee. 7 times 7, and the space of the 7 Sabbaths of years, watch this, shall be unto thee 49 years, because you're all into BJC. So probably they had a literacy and a numeracy issue from even in Moses'
From
time.
back then.
From back then. Verse 9. Then, and very good language, then thou shalt cause the trumpet of the Jubilee to sound on the 10th day of the 7th month. In the day of atonement shall you make the trumpet sound throughout all your land. The then suggests this happens chronologically after what happened before. So someone even put a post there that the service that we had, that celebration service we had on July 10th,
Wrong day.
we was a year late. And I was saying to myself, like, I just don't understand. I don't know how. And it's verse 10, and you shall hallow the 50th year. So anyway, I think it's very self-explanatory. Yeah, so that's what I get.
You thought it was.
I thought it was.
But you thought.
Apparently not. So that's the basis of me and independence, and our celebration of life is based on that scripture and that context.
So hence thus forth, we celebrating all this year.
Yeah, all this year.
Big party.
Big party. And we said, the Lord, that day said that we should have at least once a month for the next 12 months. We're going to have a Jubilee Sunday.
And we're going to do.
When's our Jubilee Sunday for August?
Huh?
When's our Jubilee Sunday for August?
I mean, I was having some talk. Usually, some people in my church, they tell me what to do. So I see them talking. I had sounded this might be next Sunday. Sounded like it may be next Sunday.
Okay. Well, we coming in? We coming in the Bahamas colors.
Oh, man, for Christ's sake, man.
The gold,
red, white, and blue. Boy.
The red, the green, the white.
No,
The red.
That was a joke, y'all. I just said, no. Our black, gold, aqua red. Yes, sir.
We'll be in there. We're our Jubilee colors.
Yeah.
Because it's Jubilee?
Rocking and rolling.
Because it's Jubilee.
This is Jubilee. That's it. That's it, man. So it's good things to talk about. I did this at the funeral. I want to do it again. I pray every Bahamian husband, tip your hat to one Valerie Clark, man.
Yeah.
That's the husband of the late Vanessa. Campbell Roll Clark. Vanessa Clark.
Play names.
He played names. That brother he is phenomenal. I just want to continuously. I think his name there should be an award or something that we should commemorate.
Yeah.
I don't know many stories like the story. I'm sure there are others, but this one stands out on another dimension. Just how that broke. Delton Janelle, when I went to the house, it's crazy. And I didn't say these things at the service because I don't want to make it seem, taking no vain glory. So I didn't mention the prayer calls. I didn't mention that kind of stuff like that.
Yeah.
People try to take the moment. I don't want to take no moment. But when I went to the house, was the first day, and to God be all the glory, that she was able to have a conversation with the ventilator off.
Mm.
So with the breathing device off, she turned it off. And so we were there for about 2 hours, and she had it off the entire time. It was the first time it happened. So when her husband came home, because he wasn't there for the first hour when he came in, and he was just, I was dumbfounded. He was apparently studying about some things and some mechanisms and things they could be doing. So he came in with this excitement. He says, babe, so I know we can try this and this and that. And then he saw us, hey, he said, Bishop, we say, Uncle Ronald, yeah, I was just looking at this and that and the other. And she said, well, I've been off with the ventilator for the last, I tell you, I was getting awake and this and that. And I'm watching this dude's like,
it's excitement with the whole issue.
It's excitement, like I work in this and that. That, it blew me away to see how this brother was. He wasn't like suffering through this. He was like triumphant. We can beat this, we can this. I didn't know what to expect to hear from him. Mm-hmm. But when he walked in that room, when we were there, and having these different procedures we can try, and we can pull this back every hour, we can change this and that, and he was like literally fired up. I'm like, but you are not normal.
No, I mean, and for those who may not know the Vanessa Clark story, I know there's a lot of news reports about it, where she suffered this debilitating disease that started eating her muscles, so she had no movement. She had brain aneurysms. There's a list of things that went wrong.
Yeah.
And through all of it, you always see a husband right next to her, they cracking jokes, having a whale of a time, like ain't nothing was wrong.
And I think based on the report that the doctors gave, I don't quote me on this, but I think she should have been dead 6 years ago. Wow. Like based on what they said when they diagnosed her, they gave her a certain amount of time to live, and that was a long time.
Yeah,
long time, and she should have been dead. And she was just doing that thing. I remember last year, August, when things kind of went dip, right after, when things started to dip a little low, and we were talking about it, and then they had the airlifter here. We say, boy, that's it.
No, was it?
No, it wasn't. It's just, so to Valeria, her husband, and her girls, man, I just, wanted to celebrate that fact about it. And then, of course, yesterday was the death of, I've been reading a long time.
None of us have. No, we went over to July. We had to get July.
Yeah. I think it's of worth. And for me, on a deeper level, I'm general superintendent and all that, bishop and things like that. Sometimes there's a lot of negative press. Let's be straight up. There was a lot of negative press by different players in the media about Lloyd Smith.
Yeah.
about Reverend Dr. Lloyd Smith. We don't need to play like, oh, we didn't hear. No, we all heard it. There were things put up there about this man. And it's so crazy, man. And one of the things I learned in ministry as a pastor is, well, actually, Bishop Wallace told me this. Bishop Wallace says, listen, everybody good for something. And he was talking about there's actually a drunk man on the street. That was the case he's making. And I'm definitely not comparing Lloyd Smith to this, but he told us this years ago. He says, everybody, if you look hard enough, but they good for something. There's something on the inside of them, something you could celebrate. People say, my daddy was nothing like that, but you wouldn't have been here without your daddy. So if your daddy only sowed good seed to make you come alive, he nailed that, you know? But this is why I think this conversation is being lost, and I still even inherit that strong. I watched the film yesterday, and I haven't heard it. I've been out of town, so I don't know if it's being said. This brother broke the mold, though. I don't know if we realize this. This man goes in
Kill Beach.
This dude goes, I mean, I won't figure out how we can understand this in this community of in the words of the great Rodney Margaret, of the rich County Joe people there.
Of the Cocky Joes.
He goes in that community and builds himself a Baptist church.
And a beautiful, big, pretty Baptist church.
And not some little, let me just be let me be safe and build something. Build this loud building in the front of this community.
Yep.
When you drive there from the main road, you can see this church. And this brother pulled this off. And I don't think we celebrated that the way we should. Because he broke the mold for us young pastors. To say, if you believe that's what God called you, go. Don't be afraid.
I think a lot of people still don't know what the church was. Like, I think a lot of people still don't know that that's his church. Like, you see that they almost equate that to, what's that in Life Key? That's like St. Christopher's.
Yeah.
Like, you don't think of that church back there. Like, they exist. So you don't think that's like, no, that's a black church. That's
a black Baptist.
That's a black Baptist church.
When you hear Lloyd Smith talk, you feel as though he just come off the boat to Family Island.
yeah. I don't know.
He just come off that boat. He grew up all the time in Family Island. He never crossed the yellow line to go to America.
No.
Like, he's a purebred Bahamian.
Yeah.
And that brother did that thing. And I wanted to add that to be said. I mean, to me, he's a great Bahamian. He's a great man.
Yeah.
You know, so we celebrate him. And I said in life right before I left that he was good to Denzel Road.
Hey, you said that.
I tell you, man, he was good to me, man. He never gave me no money, never gave me a dime, but the way he honored me, the way he treated me, respected me, man. I honor God for him.
Yeah, so close this back, close to the Clark Roll, Campbell family for the service. We had a service this morning.
Yeah.
It was, I didn't know it was streaming. I found out afterwards that it was streaming, so you can go on and look. And for those there, Dance Roll and friends were there. She wanted the concert. She definitely did not want a funeral.
She planned that. I understood that she planned the service.
Yeah, so she wanted the concert. So it was a concert. They had an opening song, prayer, singing. And then someone came and preached. And then, all right, everybody, let's go.
Yep. And there was someone that she said she wanted to preach. Everything's what she wanted.
And they preached.
She did what she wanted. So.
And Bishop Denzel supposed to sing a song. No.
Yeah.
Let's pray.
Yeah.
Let's raise our offering.
Yeah.
I know we came here.
Let's lay hands.
Spirit of the Lord is moving.
I know
we can't go and
No. We came here for this.
We can't miss the move
However,
of God in this place.
I did speak to both mother and uncle that I said, now listen, I am going to do this.
Like it's about to happen.
I said this one time they called me and asked me to sing. I said,
Caution.
I am not coming there just to sing. That's my childhood friend. Use my minister. Use my rev as highway superintendent. I say, so just know I take it my time. They say, okay, Bishop, thank you.
And the time was took.
And I took my time.
It was a powerful time. That prayer for the children, I definitely felt that prayer.
Yeah.
That prayer for the children.
Yeah.
We pray for the children.
Yeah, we had to kill that thing.
Yeah.
Because if you play around the devil, he come back.
Try to find somebody.
Yeah, man.
Christy Ruby says greetings. Hi, Christy. Welcome to the show as we leave. Christy, you stay behind. You don't go nowhere. You stay out. You stay until after we go. But it's a good catch up. We'll be back next week. DGMT. I plan to bring. I want to bring. I can call your co-host, Rev. See if we can bring a co-host on too. Try.
I feel like y'all need to have a live show. I'm gonna just put that out there.
You know, I can't even blame it all, and I know everybody blame it on him going to Montego, whatever the case is. I think we both just been so busy, like it's just being crazy busy. And I've been wanting to get the show back going. I was just thinking, actually, it's funny y'all doing the show today. I was thinking this morning if we should try Fridays.
Yeah. Glory needs something on Friday.
I thought about trying Friday because we said we was going to do Tuesdays because it's church on Monday.
Yeah.
And I was saying, you know, what about if I try Friday? Because Friday usually have a window. And I think for the most part, he kind of just be free on Fridays.
Monday, Friday can
We
work.
kind of design Fridays just to do nothing, so I do nothing days. Now, Friday, we usually be in the same boat as if they're on vacation, so you don't know what can come out. That's usually hair down days, you really and we checking like that, so.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, Friday.
so we can try launch up. We can try to get y'all to get on the show
We
on
can get y'all a
Saturday.
new flyer. Now y'all can't let us put up this flyer.
You tell you what happened? Is he ain't listening. One of y'all call him. You call him from the station, you know, that you're calling and you want to, you know,
He's
this
calling
whole
you.
thing.
He's calling you. Oh, I know the internet.
No.
I think it's Janet. Something. Like Janet.
Yeah.
So tell them Janet. Tell them this Jenny. Yeah. Tell them this Jenny from the station.
But Chrissy, but get from around here, but
Chrissy.
I can see Chrissy, but Chrissy, I almost worry about the baseball language.
So yeah, so we gonna try to we gonna get them back, man. Cause the country needs it.
Come on, y'all. Y'all want to see one-on-one?
One back. They're not going to work with now. Like, no, we need this for the station.
Yeah, I saw
We
that.
need a theme song too while we at it because everybody got a theme song.
Yeah, I would suffice to say this. I told her, I apologized to Mario and Moxie while I was on vacation. We had a conversation, a couple of us, and I was saying, Mario said to me about 10, 11 years ago, he said, I asked him, I said, what do you see the greatest focus of the church need going forward would be our greatest challenge? 10, 11 years ago, and he says, the LGBTQ agenda. That's what he said. And I was still talking about violence and casting of demons and miracle signs and wonders. That's where I was at the time.
Yeah.
That's how I was so mad.
Deliverance, man.
It's too carnal for you.
Talking about no LGBT. I ain't talking first about no LGBT. I say, wait.
People die again. Hell no.
I try to deal with them. 5 for demon. I would. 5 for demon. Yeah, 5 for demon.
Show the video. We
I
need the
try
perfect
to
remedy.
deal with that.
Put on
You Ryan, you're talking about no, I'm LGBT. I ain't time for that, man. I spoke to Mario last week. I said, bro, I apologize.
I didn't know.
I did not know.
No, he was,
I say,
he was 100% correct.
he said that would be the greatest challenge of you new pastors, us new pastors, this next wave of spiritual leaders going forward. He said it to me 10, 11 years ago. And where's the Rodney Monk by grab?
This is powerful.
This is powerful.
Leave it at that.
So I understand because y'all mentioned that earlier and
Yeah,
gender thing,
yeah.
whatever the case is, and being in the U.S. of America just this last couple of days,
Oh, yeah.
boy, this thing right here, as I talking about this idea of calling good evil and calling evil good, that you could actually be destroyed for doing good. Boy.
Yeah, I mean, we had it down to talk about like the last time with Pastor Jamal Bryant even going over there. That went viral too, with him talking about how the black church owes this community an apology for how we've wronged them and stuff like that. While he's talking to a pastor who was his husband, he talked to a male pastor that was his husband like sitting next to him, and they apologizing to them on behalf of the black church community, and this went viral, and people were commending him for his bravery. And that's now in the church. That's so at first
You say we ending, so I
Christy just says now she gone see the bed and she take too long. Christy says she
I was
gone.
just looking for that. You did Chrissy get from right? That's what I meant. I saw a comment. Boy,
So
boy,
I ain't lie. In the onset of this was known as the Conky Joe thing. We wasn't checking for this. This the Conky Joes do this. We don't mess with that.
White people take.
Yeah, no, that sounds about white.
Sounds about white.
No, that sounds about
Very
white.
white.
Yeah, but now
Ugh.
that then
Oh, boy.
and that gone.
it's bad.
It's bad,
This is bad.
and that's why we need one-on-one.
And I don't know if if Jamal realized it, and I think Jamal is one of the most brilliant minds in the body of Christ. I say this too. Jamal is anointed. I have heard Jamal, and I know Jamal know how to pray.
Yeah.
I know he has a prayer life, and we know the flesh issues that he have. I mean, how much time you have for us to call people with flesh issues?
Yeah.
So we ain't got to even and we ain't got to be surreptitious with that. It's out there, but I think that was so wrong on so many different levels because what you did, you validated you validated what you said, even your very presence there. To me, you validated them. Now he may be playing that long game where I win
Get
him
him in.
over, get him in, and then I can, I've watched some things with Larry Reid, and if you look deep and get beyond the things that we may or may not like with Larry Reid, you are seeing that he is very calculated.
Very much so.
I am watching and I saying, what I was like, I say this, that if somebody say I call Larry Reid names, it doesn't bother me. I say, but you sneaky. You are sneaky. He is doing what I thought Carlton Pearson would have done.
Or try grab them from the come around.
I thought that Carlton's whole thing was I can do this. You know what? I ain't winning them like this. I can do like this, and I can sneak around them. I can do one pick.
Yeah.
I can do one
Pick
pick and roll,
and roll.
and they ain't gonna see it coming. To me, what I see going on, and I've been listening behind what Larry Reid said. Larry Reid doing a pick and roll. He is doing one pick and roll, and he's nailing that. Honestly, if you watch his little service he's having, that man is straight apostolic, straight Pentecost.
Yeah.
Straight out there wailing. I say, you sneaky. I watching you, and I ain't watching just the show now. I watching them other things he's doing.
Ah, okay.
And I say, okay, so. And those who over here, let them hear. You sneaky.
So next week, Derek Stubbs say he just doing so keep it going. No, there we got.
Stubbs, what you say, buddy?
We only supposed to be here for
Hey,
an
we
hour,
going,
an hour and 45
It will be an
minutes.
hour now, hour 45. So next week we can talk about that. We can try. I have a clip to show from Bishop Vic from Wooden.
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't say that. Don't mess with that. Don't say no. You're not fast.
And I agree with Wooden. You ain't talking for me. And what he's apologizing for, I have done it before.
You have.
I've done it before, but that was lost in what he did.
Yeah. No, I think you said it where you said it. You don't go to them.
I said it on my platform.
You said from your platform. You don't go to their platform and say
Yeah.
this.
And what I apologized for was it was very clear the how. The how it was said. It was said from a place of carnality and being mad. Like you beat the children when you're mad. You don't beat children mad. Because then you go hit them. And that's what we was doing. We was dealing with it mad. That's the wrong thing that we were doing it. But it almost seemed as though I saying it ain't wrong. That the way it was done is like, no, y'all isn't wrong.
No,
we was wrong.
We was wrong.
It
we was wrong. Yeah.
No, you can't do it. I don't even.
We was
I don't
wrong for
want
calling you
nobody
wrong.
Leave here thinking that. Because they too much on the line now, looking for a little bit of validation. Anybody can get it.
Yeah.
And say, okay, good. Because that's the one sin where they saying you can call our wrong right. And I don't care what you do,
Yeah.
you can call our wrong right. And that's why I also caught up with them. That's why we caught up with them, because there's no other sin that's saying call it right.
Yeah.
That's the
No, they saying
only
we
sin.
belong.
That's what makes it different. I ain't different from you all. I ain't in that Sodom and Gomorrah. That ain't where it is. I am where they are saying you cannot call this wrong. This is right.
Yeah.
That's where I have a problem.
Yeah, y'all did us wrong for all this time by calling us wrong.
Yeah, because we ain't wrong. We right.
We were right.
No.
And y'all heard us. Y'all called us couldn't be our true self because y'all called us wrong.
And anybody with a Gideon New Testament know that the arguments that they're using makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah.
No sense whatsoever.
Trying to take total water with a tennis racket.
Total water with a
You trying to total water with a tennis racket.
Consider that stolen.
You trying to total water with a tennis
Okay.
racket.
I come here because I really, like I say, my family. My family, yeah, I consider this more time to preach. Because I really I get nothing getting on like that.
They play yet?
Yeah, but they slaughtered them.
Oh, yeah.
They killed them.
So they're the best loser.
Best loser. I think they beat them like 70-3.
What? Oh, they will.
They wheeled them.
Oh, yeah, you make I do what?
Oh, I can holler today.
You gonna make I do what?
Then he bring in 3. Yeah,
They bring in 3?
He bring in 3. 1, 2, 3.
What? Oh, that's a lot.
Who?
Daddy's still on.
I had to be, listen, when you saw that high stepper with nobody around you, you want high stepper, I jump it. When you jump it, hold your hand together, you jump it. Kill them. But then he killed them today, boy.
What?
Yeah, boy. Yeah, it's 17-3, boy.
They need to bring out. This will bring out. That's such that flip. Anyway, guys.
He video comments nice anyway, so they on the way to dicks.
He buy things.
And he thinks.
Yeah, buy things. He glove.
I said, Daddy, tell your ma, I say carry the dicks. But if you
Buy
don't go
dicks.
to dicks, go to dicks again.
Buy.
He need to not get ready, because when he can't come back in normal.
No, he didn't matching cleats. He didn't. The Jose Canseco.
Oh, say go. Then he come back gone. Bro, you go to dicks and you do whatever you want to do.
But buy things.
Buy things.
Matching bat, matching glove.
You make a pretty one daddy shirt. Just get Dennis.
Thank you all so much for joining us. But Dwayne said this EW voice, the show just being hijacked.
Oh, yeah.
It has been. But we all join us tomorrow, Life Worship Center. Tomorrow's our men's Sunday. So we invite men from all around. Come on down and join us.
Remind them.
On the topic, look at that firefighters. Firefighters.
About that.
And so join us 9:30 a.m.
We have a consecration of
the concentration of music. The concentration of music. So join us tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Life Worship Center.
Oh Lord Jesus.
We're gonna be back next week, guys. Hopefully, not everybody. Not everybody next week. We can try load this now. But thank you so much for joining us. Stay tuned. Green 93.9 FM. Our tune-in radio now is back up and running. Tech support came in and fixed it for those who weren't in tune-in radio. Welcome back to us. And so until next week, y'all be safe, man. I'm tuning in. No, Cat right now. Cat Island is like gospel. Isn't that the gospel right now? Jesus.
They having a whale of
Everybody doing Rick Scream Band, buddy. Everybody in that Rick Scream
Big fun.
Big fun.
Big
Cat
fun
Island.
with the wretched.
I mean,
that law, I said wrong, but they said the prime minister cannot be for the I said,
yeah, no,
Oh, no.
it's finner.
listen, man, y'all go represent.
I didn't see more pictures of the prime minister. My friends were lying. Everybody posted with the prime minister.
It's two-step? What you mean?
I mean, there's 2 o'clock in the morning. The prime minister taking photos.
Oh, yeah.
Joking.
Yeah, you don't mess with
No,
Canada.
I gotta go.
I don't care what your plan this week.
I got Stephanie.
The prime minister can't look out.
He prime minister as MP today.
Yeah.
This weekend,
Yeah,
he's
he's
MP.
MP. He's MP until Tuesday.
Turn it around. You turn it back around. Mirror it. Come next.
Yeah, MP right now.
Right now, MP.
MP.
That man is the MP.
Down there, New Bite.
Oh,
He down there, New Bite, having a wheel.
Bishop Moore say praying for you, Bishop.
Church before tomorrow, though.
Church before?
Oh, no, they ain't.
Oh, yeah.
No, because they ain't leaving the park tonight till around 4. So they ain't make it church tomorrow.
No, they can sleep.
They gotta be on the heavy conviction, and I think that crowd's so strong. I don't know, but the solo acting again, but we talk.
I said, no, they ain't even on follow us. Because last night it wasn't even a big show, and 2 o'clock in the morning, like, nobody's on singing. Let's book it out. And that was in the big artists. They didn't reach yet. They were just one little fella guys. And they should have a wheel for time 2 o'clock in the morning.
Pastor Brad, Bishop, y'all pray.
Yeah, no, ain't like invitation.
I don't know what's going on. But it make me want to go to my life.
It's been fun. I've never been to one of them. Like, I've been to a gospel night. I never got to the full session. I don't know if I want to do one. I never got a lot.
I think I'll just see it, man.
Shall between you have been?
Reason to be grateful. I never
Eddie is so right.
to be
Did that be
grateful.
anybody?
Should I be in Rick Street Bar? You done Rick Street Bar?
I got
Now
no
that crew
complaints.
who's going to go to Regatta and they ain't got no room.
Wow!
Where you staying?
Never.
Staying. We
Never.
have music guests. That's why.
You know what?
They have food over there? All right.
You know what?
Hey, we
You
come Saturday
know
morning.
what?
They need to wash their face. I need someone to wash my face. That's all I need. Someone to wash my face.
Y'all gonna respect
They go over there, one backpack.
Y'all
Two
gonna
toothpaste and toothbrush.
me in here.
They got no clothes.
Sick. Sick is what that is.
One
Sick.
tube secret.
And I knew that. They were that over. They were that over for more. Guys, we go, man. Y'all be safe. Have a great weekend. Let's keep it
yeah.
locked to Clear 93.9.
Time to go. Time to go. Time to
Even
go.
more be laughing at you.
Both of you laughing? Wow, that's crazy.
Limit the secret.
All right. We ended. See y'all later. Thank you for coming. Bye.